Yeah. Let's get it.
Friends, the show has just begun.
On top.
What it do, what it did, what it does. It's your boy. Sports Talking Ride Dog, the OG. We here, man. Season 2, episode 2. Man, we locked and loaded, man. Man, it's good to be here. How about you?
Look out, three, man. We got a special one called the Bulldog. Y'all tap in, man. We got a legend with us, man. When I say legend, I'm going to give you this. This dude is a second team All Mountain West. He was 8 on his team in tackles in college, TCU. 6 in solo tackles. And this guy was ranked by Rivals.com the 53rd best Juco player in the nation.
How man?
We got Mr. Jason Teague. Call the Bulldog. Stand up.
Man, it's nice that you come and be a part of this, man. Before we get into it, man, hey, I'd like to shout out my Facebook, Rodney Sports Talk with Rod Dog, IG Sports Talk with Rod Dog, TikTok Rod Dog 245. And man, if you ain't hit the bell, like, comment, go subscribe to my YouTube, Sports Talk with Rod Dog, the OG, man. We here with another one.
Man, you heard what he said, man. Hit the bell. Sports Talk with Rod Dog, the OG, man. You can catch me on Snap, Tyler Dunn _02, Facebook, Tyrone Other Dunn. Let's go. I'm ready to tap into this conversation, man. I'm excited about it, man. I'm mumbling over my words, so you know I'm
Let's
excited
go.
about it.
Let's go.
Man. So let's get to when you first started, man, as a pup, man. Let's tell your story, man, where you from and how you came.
Don't laugh, but I was a basketball player growing up. I wanted to be like Reggie Miller. Me and my brothers, we played. Me and my brothers.
Excuse me, Jason. We interviewed your father, so yeah, go ahead. He's a hoop.
I got you. Yeah, so, I wanted to be like Reggie Miller. So my dad growing up playing basketball wanted to be like Reggie Miller. We didn't touch a football until 8th grade. My mom let us play flag football. My mom really didn't want us to get hurt. She wanted us playing basketball. And honestly, growing up, we just wanted to be with our friends and compete. But lo and behold, somebody gave me a football and told me to run. And I scored 3 touchdowns, and that's when I dropped the ball.
I think it kind of devastated your dad, man. He said, man, how he wanted you to toss that round ball instead of that football.
Yeah, and we would stay up and play basketball. Man, I tell you what, when you live in the country, there's a certain kind of dark. It's called country dark. And we only have that one light pole, and we would stay up until midnight. I promise you, playing basketball against each other, against him, against uncles or whatnot. And football wasn't even a discussion, to be honest with you. So, it was just in God's time and in God's plan to put me in that position.
Shout out Jesse Russell, man. When you said Reggie Miller, man, that boy, every time he shoot the ball or something like that, he said, Reggie Miller!
Classic. Classic.
Shout out Little Russell. Hey,
man, Little Russell, that was his guy too. Reggie Miller.
Loved him, man. Loved him. Shoot the lights out.
So you transitioned to football because after straight to pass, or you said flag football?
Flag football first. Growing up, really basketball player. My mom ran track. She was a 200-meter champion in Jacksonville High School. So I grew up, running track in Longview. Back in the day, they used to have this deal called a Hershey. They used to have a Hershey, and they would have basically a lot of East Texas kids running at Longview Stadium. We'd run, in certain age groups. So I grew up with a track background and basketball background. So jumping, running, all those different intangibles you need to be able to do, crossover, watching and one with my brothers. So the quickness and the hand speed was already there, and the foot speed was there. I just needed to actually catch balls or run with it. And that, like I said, it just ended up adding up like that.
You got something tight?
Oh man, most definitely I got I got some man. And I'm gonna start, man. A lot of people always talk about, you know, high school to college recruiting. I mean, you a high school kid to a JUCO kid. Matter of fact, it's a two-part question. You a high school kid to JUCO kid. Um, you had brilliant numbers, man. Why JUCO?
Didn't take care of my academics. Didn't apply myself. Thought there was other things that were more important, to be honest with you. And I'm really glad. I'm really glad that it humbled me. You know, whenever you're a high school recruit and you're getting offers from LSU, you're getting offers from Oklahoma, you're getting offers from, you know, multiple Division One schools. You know, you kind of get drunk on success. You know, nobody can tell you nothing. My uncle used to tell me the first thing that goes away whenever people start bragging on you is your ears. You can't hear nothing. So,
Right.
you know, going the junior college route, playing at Tyler Junior College, having to prove to myself for a second time that one, I can take care of my academics. I am better than what I, applied myself in high school. Having to graduate in a certain time frame just to be able to make it back to a Division One school. That was everything that a 19-year-old needed to prove to himself to show that, hey, I can do this twice.
Hey, I gotta give you kudos because I went to TJC as well,
Oh yeah,
and I was in the Lewis dorm. So, man, it was hard, man, for you to have your head on. So you changed your life real fast because I couldn't get it out of my head. Them girls, we ain't gonna drugs, everything. It was everything out there. It was like Candyland to me.
yeah.
And so for you to change from you say you wouldn't be able to high school you wasn't trying to get your education, then finally get there and get motivated and strong minded to do your thing, man. I salute you, man.
Yeah, and I wasn't by myself. You know, I would give a shout out to Mandy Pope. She passed away. She passed away a few years ago. That was like my guardian angel, Miss Bonnie Pope, the librarian that's still at Carthage High School. Just kept me from across the tracks as much as possible. Kept me in my books. Kept me, supporting me and giving me the things that I needed, so I didn't have to go and do them in other ways. Continue to keep their thumb on me, taking me to those college football games on Saturdays, giving me something to do on the weekend versus sitting around. So they really kept me busy and they
Gotcha.
kept me focused for an extended period of time, and I'm forever grateful. I'm forever grateful for that because a lot of kids don't get that opportunity to stay busy and stay around that kind of influence.
But so when you at JUCO, like do the college scouts come there and watch y'all, or how they go?
So there's a thing called qualifiers and non-qualifiers.
Hmm.
Non-qualifiers are kids who have to graduate. You have to graduate. You have to get to 60 hours in community college, and you have to graduate to go to another Division One school. And there are there are qualifiers. Qualifiers are kids who just have the academics, but they didn't get the offers out of high school. So if you're a qualifier, you can be at junior college for 4 months. If you go off, you get the numbers, they overlooked you, you can be out in 4 months. Qualifiers, you got to graduate. So that means you're guaranteed to be there at least 5 semesters. That's at least 5 semesters. So it's not a quick fix if you're a non-qualifier like I was. So having to bunker down and have a drive to go to school year round and continue to still have that dream even though it was delayed, it just says a lot about a young man having to come out of junior college and having to be a non-qualifier.
Man, most definitely. You saying that, brother? Like I can only imagine, man. That's a tough road, man.
Very tough, but
That's
it
a
builds
tough road.
character.
So basically, what you're saying is football was easy for you. School was the hard part.
And I would say this, as a young man, between that 19 to 25, we're lost. We're trying to figure out ourselves.
Exactly.
You want to be a grown man, but you don't have grown man habits. You want to be a grown man, but you don't have grown man spending habits. You're not thinking about what you're doing. You're just doing it. And you're hoping that the Lord is to touch you and give you the guidance that you need while you're away from your family. So that is a time to find yourself. Figure out who you are.
In Juco, it's a lot of dogs, man. I know you played that quarterback, man. Welcome to the secondary, man. I love
Junior college has more dogs than Division I school. Nobody will believe that. Junior college has more kids
I know
who don't qualify than Division I school does have talent. When I got to Division I had played better talent in junior college.
I believe that. So once you was playing back there on the receiving side, who gave you the business and who you felt like I can go to the next level? You know what I'm saying? Can you give me one guy that just, man, I can't do nothing with this guy?
There was a guy, was my teammate. I was very lucky. His name was Johnny Knox. Johnny Knox ended up playing for the Chicago Bears for a few years. Johnny Knox ran a 4.240. I've never seen nobody ever run a 4.240 in my life, a real 4.240. Not something that you, not rumors.
Yeah.
This is on the grass, get you. And I got to go against him as a freshman. He was a returning sophomore, so he was in college already 3 years, and I was 18, fresh out there. And I never seen a guy that could run that fast and run right by you. So, I got my iron sharpened, as you would say, very quick. And he humbled me very quickly.
Man, iron sharpen iron, bro.
Exactly. So
every time. And I don't think it's a piggyback off this question, Jason. Man, and I usually let my host ask this question, man, but he got so many questions, so I'm gonna ask this one for him, man. It might be off subject, man. Give me your top 5 Carthage Bulldogs, man. And I got 5 too.
Well, it's hard for me to say because I hear about the ones before me, and I get to see the ones later, and it's kind of hard.
Give me the ones you know that you've seen.
I would say Keontae Ingram is different. He's just different.
You played with him?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, he was loud.
Keontae Ingram is just different. Really good. Really good every down back. Do whatever you need him to do. Very special.
Why you don't think he getting the touches in the NFL?
The NFL is a tough job.
Politics.
It's not just about talent. It's about it's a lot about money, how much you paying somebody. It's not team needs, what's going on, and are you playing your best ball at that time? Just because you can be better than somebody doesn't mean you're playing your best ball. But I would say kids that I've seen, I would say Keontae Ingram. Dwight Smith was just different. Very young, very powerful, sitting at 200-something pounds, 5'9", 5'10". Dwight Smith was, just special. Just special. After that, receiver-wise, I would probably say I got to give my brother some love.
I was just gonna say,
I got to give my brother some love, Edward Pope, just because Edward played both ways in a world where most people don't. And to be able to start at safety and start at receiver when you don't leave the field, I think that's just something to be said about that. After him, I think I would say Roscoe Tatum. Specifically what he did on the field, and to run track. There's stories of him running a 10-200 meter dash, 10-100 meter dash. And if he's anywhere close to that, that's still fast. Man. Last one I would say, Man, there's so many good ones. I'm trying to like rack my brain.
Don't, man. Just say what you seen, man. Can't
Yeah,
nobody be mad at you, man.
It's just a tie for me between receiver wise between Jalen Claiborne,
He was a good
receiver
player.
wise, and
He was good, man. He set records in college.
yeah, Jalen Claiborne. I believe he had Sideris was his quarterback,
Yeah, that's who was his quarterback.
and there was another receiver, younger receiver with him that broke records around 1,800 yards receiving. Um, played at North Texas. Played receiver at North Texas. I forgot his
And
name.
I can give you my five, man. I've been living in Panola County, man, probably since 2015. But I worked inside of Panola County, man, since about 2003.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been around. Here my five, man. I got Keontae Ingram, Sidarius Blackshear, because he holds the SAU passing record. Corey Roberts, and I might be biased about Corey. He's a friend of mine. Shout out Corey. He's a friend of mine. Through his brother Damian Roberts, Marcus Bowman,
Okay.
Marcus Bowman, and I got you and your brother kind of fighting for five, man. Your
Okay.
brother was tough, man. Your brother was tough, man.
Yeah,
Your brother was really, really good, man.
he was.
He was really, really good at A&M, bro. He was really, really good, bro.
Yeah, he was. He was. I don't think nobody. Everybody's list is different. It just depends on what you're looking at and what's your cup of tea. But I'm gonna give my hat off to Keontae and Dwight just because they was this special athletes in that time. Roscoe Tatum giving homage to the older generation before me, and especially whatever you're able to do in track because 10-1 is amazing. And then those other two younger cats because Jalen and just because Carthage known for having ball carriers, running backs, whatnot. I got to give some love to some guys that know how to catch the ball. And 1,800 yards is nothing to be. 15 to 1,800 yards is a lot of receiving yards, man. That's a lot of touches and a lot of catches.
Especially
So
if East Texas is known for running the ball.
Hey
exactly,
man, when he called out that name, it popped my ears because he had 2,000 yard receiving, 2,000 yard years in Carthage,
yeah,
and then he went to TJC and did the same thing and left there and went to
absolutely,
Wyoming.
absolutely, absolutely.
So was once you finished JUCO, is it a school that you wanted to go to, or TC was I want to go to TCU?
Well, at that point, I was a different person. TCU had been taking care of me, helping me with my classes, helping me grow up as a man. I was a father during that time frame. They were helping me, supporting me as far as helping me with part-time jobs. Got to pay for daycare, all that different things. Got to be able to pull. Got to be able to do what you need to do, and help your responsibilities, take care of your responsibilities at home. So after I would say a good year, and they saw that I was on track, they all started coming back on board. But TCU had already basically helping me financially, putting me in positions financially to help my own self.
So
Um,
what was the school you wanted to go to? What was the school you wanted?
well, honestly, I knew I was going to make impact anywhere. I wanted somebody that was invested in me as a person because
So it didn't matter.
scholarships, and all that good stuff. I was going to graduate, so I had earned that scholarship. But if you wasn't investing in me personally, helping me take care of my responsibilities, that was a bonus. You didn't have to do that, and TC was the only one that was going down that direction.
So
Okay,
basically, if you
I don't mean to hold on, Hag. I don't mean
go
to
ahead,
cut you off, and I don't mean to scratch the surface.
go ahead.
So NIL was really going on for NIL.
No, in that, so
He's
no,
working for it.
no. So what was going on was there was some TCU alumni that lived in Tyler. I would go in and I would go to work at 3 in the morning. because my work schedule was just different. I would go to work at 3 in the morning, and I would get off at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I would go to breakfast check because college you got breakfast check, and then I would go to practice at 9 in the morning, 9 to 12. Classes were from 1 to 5. I'm eating dinner at that time in study halls from 6 to 7:30. So I would lay down or whatever I had to do, but I got to be back up at 3 in the morning if I want to make some money.
Go to work. So you had became a man, and that made you a man.
Quick. I was working 12 hours. I don't know how many hour days I was working, but all of it had a plan, and at the end I got paid every Friday, so I wasn't finna miss no days.
This was in TCU or
this was at Tyler.
Okay.
Like I said, this is where I grew up. This is at Tyler. So when I got to TCU, I already knew how it go.
So once you graduate, you guaranteed a scholarship if the team select you.
No, you're not guaranteed a scholarship. You gotta go earn that scholarship. They want to see if you still good.
Gotcha.
So what it's what you did for me lately. Ain't nobody giving you no scholarship if you go over there and you a bust and you can't play.
So once you got to TCU, and how long did it take for them to offer you a scholarship?
A year.
A year.
They want to see if I was going. They want to see if I academically was gonna take care of my business. 60 hours is a lot of hours. 3 hours is one class. So 60 hours in 2 years is a lot of hours. So you got to have a plan. You just can't be dropping classes and not passing classes, and you got to be aggressive.
Is your classes online or you in the class?
No, I'm not a COVID kid. I'm not a COVID kid. I see you, you see me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a COVID kid. So just to be honest with y'all, man, I went to school year round. There wasn't no Christmas break. There wasn't no spring break. There wasn't no summer break. I was in summer 1, summer 2.
So you never came home?
I came home on the weekend. But I would go to school in the fall. Christmas break, I'm taking a class while everybody is everybody on Christmas break. I re-enrolled in the spring with everybody in the spring. Over spring break, I'm enrolled in a class. I'm not out of school.
You weren't playing no game.
Whenever the spring ends, I'm taking a Maymester. Maymester is around 2 to 3 week class right after school ends. And then when Maymester's over with, I'm in summer 1 and I'm in summer 2. I'm going to school year round.
Was you working out as well when you was going?
I'm working out and working.
Yeah.
Say it for them kids. Say it for them kids.
I'm working out and working. I have a job and I'm going to school and I'm working out, so I'm busy.
Hold on, man. I don't mean to make you say it again, man. I hope these kids is listening. If the kids ain't listening, I hope the parents is listening. Tell them one more time, Jason.
I'm working out and I'm working. Like, I need money. I need money on top of I need a scholarship. So, it's very different with this NIL. It's, they give it, it's like a credit card. It's NIL like a credit card. You know what I'm saying? You're paying for stuff that you ain't earned. I'm putting everything on the front end. And I'm reaping it in the back end.
Microwave babies. Microwave babies. Instant gratification.
Yeah.
However you want to put it.
When you got into TCU, was the Red Robin he was your classmate, huh?
So my Andy Dalton?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. Basically, when you got there, your freshman, it's not your freshman. That's like what they call it when you do 2 years of.
So at that point, I'm a red shirt sophomore.
Red shirt sophomore. Okay.
I've been in school 2 years already. So when I get to TCU, I'm a red shirt sophomore.
And what was Andy Dalton?
He was a sophomore, true sophomore.
True sophomore. So you got in his stores with Andy Dalton?
I mean, the only story I got is Andy did not turn the ball over.
That's it.
That's the only story I got. Andy did not turn the ball over. As a defensive player, you pride yourself in getting the ball, stealing the ball from the quarterback.
You never got him.
Never got him. Never got him. He would throw it out of bounds. He would throw it out of bounds, or he would throw it in the dirt before he throw it to me. And I used to just, be frustrated. I'm like, I'm gonna bait him. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna talk noise to his receivers. I'm gonna do something. I want that ball, and he would never turn the ball over.
Man, it's crazy. I got this question in my notes, three. Man, we got to be thinking alike, man.
Any off the field with Andy?
No, I mean he was a true professional. I would say that, and just being completely transparent because I was outside.
Yeah.
I wasn't inside because I had felt like I had earned my right to be here. Coming from the 2 years of what I had just got done doing, I was outside. Andy was not outside.
Gotcha.
Oh, he did work.
Let me. You got a question? You back door one, or I can keep going.
I was finna piggyback off that three. Man, and just like I said, I had that question in my notes. What was it like to be able to prepare yourself or to work with or work against a guy like that?
It's another level. You got to raise your game. Like you say, iron sharpens iron. Whatever you thought you was doing, there was areas in my game that I needed to, clean up. I didn't like lifting weights. I just wanted to go out there and do my thing. But I remember the first 2 weeks I was there, I didn't even practice with the team. Coach told me, you're not physically strong enough to play with us. So I had to lift weights 6 days straight. The only day I got off was Sunday. So he said, we need you physically strong, that way you don't get hurt. So the first two weeks to a month, I didn't even practice with the team. I had to go straight to the weight room every day. I had to eat. I would run with the team, but I didn't practice. I would just lift weights.
Have you watched the Netflix special about the swamp?
You talking about with Tim Tebow, and them? Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, he was saying like they had the golden guys and the bullshitters.
Mm-hmm.
Like, is that really go on in the college level? Like some get the golden treatment, the coaches they don't say nothing to, they let them do what they want to do.
I would say a good team, the team runs the team. The coaches don't run the team. The older guys, the one that have proven themselves, run the team. And when you around, football is a very egotistical sport. It's a very alpha male ran sport. So if you ain't that guy, people gonna be able to tell. They gonna test you all the time. It's people coming in. The transfer portal is made, and right now the transfer portal is making it faster. But when I was playing, you had signing classes. You had to wait a year. But you got a brand new group of kids and a brand new group of positions that want what you got. And they want it right now. So every drill, every etc., they coming at you. So if you are holding strong and you are a junior and you're a continuous starter, you were probably pretty good. You didn't made it past some people. So
how you feel about the NIL?
That bring me to this question, man. You are coaching, right?
Yes.
You active coach, right?
I'm coaching right now at North Mesquite High School. We're in track season.
What do you coach though?
I coach DBs and I'm the head boys track coach.
Yeah, DBs sound good. So man, how do you get your guys to buy in, not only on the field, but off the field? You got the blueprint. You got the blueprint now.
Mm-hmm.
You did it high school, Juco, and D1. So how do you get your guys to buy into you?
Let them know you're human. I bring my kids around. I bring my wife around. I let them know who I am. And I be completely, transparent with them. I let them know that I made mistakes. That this is what I know. I share as much information as I can. And at the same time, you have to want to. I have to figure out what's in your way. If you got talent, what is in your way that's going to keep you from being great? Because most of the time, if you got any talent and you can play, or you're going to be a good player, it's not what's on the field that's going to get in your way. It's what's off the field. So getting kids to buy in and being completely transparent with them, loving on them, you know, being transparent, loving on them, taking care of them off the field. Most of the problems I have, they're not even on the football field. I have to make sure you got gas money. I got to make sure you don't need something that I can give you to keep you your head on straight. So just taking care of them personally, hooking them up in the summer, making sure they got summer jobs and they not working at Dairy Queen or some odd end job. I need them working out. I need you lifting. So I need to be creative and think about you off the field, so you not having to go work 10 hours somewhere else when you need to be here for the summer. So that's how.
Say, coach, you got me bought in, baby. You got a job for me in the summer?
Man, I have to have friends.
Man, coaches,
Friends, your friends will take. If you take care, if you 16 and your coach wants you to run, lift, be here early, stay late, what you gonna do for me? You can't just ask these. You can't ask these kids to do all this stuff, and then you don't know them personally. You got to go to their house. You got to say, hey, do you need some money? Do you need a job? What's going on? Each kid is different. Some kids just need, somebody that want to pay attention to them, that's going to take care of them, have their back. Some kids need money. Some kids are hustlers. It just depends on, like, some kids are a street dog. Street dogs are outside. They doing things they ain't supposed to do. You got to know if you're dealing with a street dog or you got to know you're dealing with a house dog.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so they go back to what Dion say. If I'm looking for a dog, I go inside a single mother home.
Mm-hmm.
Just depends. It just depends. Depends on, it just depends. And you got to know yourself as a coach. Can I handle a street dog? Do I want to be up getting a call on the weekend? Or do I want to go home, and when I go home, I'm done? Because a house dog is what you want if you can't handle the street dog.
Do you want to coach on the college level?
I have.
Oh, you have?
I have. I was at Kilgore Junior College. I was the defensive coordinator at Kilgore Junior College for 2 years. Really enjoyed that process. Really learned how to work with teams. Willie Gooden gave me an opportunity, just to learn so much. Learn that, if you got really good talent, you can get away with a lot of things.
Man, in coaching there, that's East Texas. Did you touch any talent from around your way, or anybody close, or like did you coach anybody from Carthage, Kilgore, Longview?
So I got the opportunity and I got the opportunity to coach Kenneth Lacey. Kenneth Lacey was a running back at Kilgore. I'm not sure what years, but he was at Kilgore. I got to coach Crow. He was at Kilgore. I got to coach Jeremiah Lister. He was at Longview. He was a safety for Longview. I got to coach Tristan Driggers, Hallsville, Texas. He was an East Texas kid. I believe that was it. Most of the kids came from Houston. Most of the kids were 20 years old. Some bounce backs from some different D1 schools. But those are the few that I remember specifically that was from East Texas.
Okay, I got another question for you. Since you gave me that, you defensive coordinator at KC. Man, like, would you rather, if you were, just say Coach Prime only deals with transfers, or you got to be the ish coming from high school?
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather, if you were on that level, would you rather deal with kids that's ready to play than play Juco ball, or would you take high school kids?
I think you got to have a little mix of both. You got to have somebody that's ready to go right now, that's been there, done that. Somebody that's been saddled. Like, if do you want a young horse or do you want an old horse? Well, I want a young horse that's got some talent that's still green behind the ears, but at the same time, I need a little bit of mix of some different stuff. Somebody that's been there, done that. So I think it's really like a little bit of both because you can't just keep recycling, that old horse and pass around that old horse. At some point, you're going to have to find a younger horse when that old horse go down.
Right.
Give me your Mount Rushmore defensive back. That's 4, right?
Deion Sanders,
Okay.
Champ Bailey,
Okay.
Darrell Revis.
Okay.
I'm going with Richard Sherman. He's probably closer to the end.
That's your foe, man.
That's 4 right there. Let me
Yeah,
go.
I'm not giving them in any order. I'm not giving a specific any order, but I know Champ Bailey, Deion, Champ Bailey, Darrell Revis.
I'm going Darryl Green, Deion Sanders, Charles Polamalu, Ed Reed.
I'm going. You talking about corners or DBs? Like DBs? Oh, okay. If I get to include safeties, I'm gonna go Deion, Brian Dawkins. After Brian Dawkins, safety wise, I would say Troy because he's really active. Brian Dawkins is that strong safety. Troy is that free. I'm gonna go Darrell Revis, and then I'm a corner. I'm a corner. I'm more of a corner than a safety. So, yeah, I'm a roll with.
So, who you got?
I'm a roll with Earl. I'm a roll with Earl. Earl Thomas.
Ooh, I forgot about Earl.
Roll with Earl Thomas.
I changed one. Nah, I don't think I'll put Bo Sanders over Ed Reed. I'm gonna keep Ed Reed.
Hey, say, man, and this is not up for debate, bro.
Yeah.
I hate say, bro, Brian. There's one corner.
Mm-hmm.
This kid, bro, Patrick Surtain II.
Man, he ain't done enough, bro.
He ain't done enough, bro.
You can't put him in. He ain't done enough.
Hey, say, man, in my list.
Man, heck no, man.
He ain't done enough.
What, he got 3 years in the league?
I just put him in there for the new kid. Well, anyway, Champ Bailey, that's my other corner. Deion, Champ Bailey, my other corner. Ed Reed, Sean Taylor, man. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I forgot about Sean.
Hey, say, man, ST is the best.
I forgot about Sean.
The best, bro.
I forgot about Sean.
I feel it.
If Sean would have played longer, I think he would have been up there. They took him. They took him early, and then when I say Brian Dawkins, just because of his tenure and his presence, like he had he had that same. Sean Taylor had that same. He would have been there. Sean Taylor would have been there with Brian Dawkins. They just
BDL, man. And then Hag Yoga. We didn't talk about it. Steve Atwater. He right there too.
He right there too. See, that's before his time. He was a youngin', man. He was shitting younger than his Huggins, man. He don't know nothing about them guys.
Yeah.
He a little older, man.
But you know what? I'm gonna trade and throw in Peanut. Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, they naming the knockout behind every time somebody.
I'm gonna do Peanut from the Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
Hey, and he changed the game.
Yeah.
Changed the game,
Yeah.
bro.
When you know what he gonna do, when he still do it. Yeah. Yep.
Did you go to the combine?
No, I didn't. I just did pro day at the school.
Man, walk me through a day of a bowl game. How does what all happens that whole day?
Well, first, the The day is easy. The day is like a game day. It's the preparations. It's most bowl games. You get preparation about at least a week. I would say at least a week to 10 days. From leaving, getting on the plane, because it's probably not nowhere close to where you are now. And the first 5 days is like a normal practice. I wouldn't say you wouldn't do anything strenuous because you probably already played 12, 13, 14 games already. So you're going to make your little tweaks. You make your adjustments. You're going to hone in on them. There's some off the field stuff, of course. They're going to want to treat you, wine and dine you, take you to this restaurant, that restaurant, take you to this comedy show, different kind of things like that. But, when you get that opportunity, depending on if it's your first time or not, this wasn't, I had been to previous bowl games, and, specifically the Rose Bowl, we wanted to stay undefeated. So we wasn't blindsided or, by anything. We was completely dialed in and focused. We wanted to win the game, and we didn't care who we played. So you couldn't take us nowhere that we ain't been. We didn't care about Disneyland. We didn't care about none of that. We was worried about that game. So it just depends on if it's your first rodeo or, are you trying to, finish this thing out right? Because every team is different, and, the vibe is different everywhere.
Have you seen the movie Program?
Yeah.
Okay. And alumni, do they slip stuff in your pockets and stuff like that, or that's just fiction?
Nah, that ain't fiction, man. That ain't fiction.
So that move there was A1 on the. That's how it really go down.
Yeah, that ain't fiction. That ain't fiction.
JT, man,
Most of the time, I would say this. Most of the time, it happens way before the game. They're not gonna wait till the game to do that.
Yeah, they just pull up on you and just dump out.
Yeah, they.
Already, man. JT, man, I got another question for you, man. When did you feel like, I ran off your numbers at the beginning of the show, bro. When did you feel like, hey, say I'm him, anything come over here, this me? Like, ain't no going over here, this me.
I would say my senior year.
You had a hell of a senior year.
Just gaining some more confidence. Again, I'm a late bloomer. My senior year, just wanting to go out the right way, wanting to make the most of my opportunity. And it's just something to be said about want to. When you really want something, won't nothing get in your way. And, no excuse, no anything. So, just looking for a challenge. When I was growing up, we didn't have Instagram. You didn't like your opponent. You wasn't swapping jerseys.
Nah,
we heard about you, but we didn't know what you looked like.
Yeah.
The
they
video.
swap college jerseys?
Huh?
They swapping college jerseys?
And people swapping jerseys in high school and stuff now.
Wow.
What?
How the hell?
It's I don't even know. Like.
How the hell that
It just makes me feel like, there was more of a sense of a real rivalry, like a real distaste, and I didn't want your jersey. I didn't want to talk to you. I didn't want to go see you pregame. I didn't want to stay 20 minutes after the game is over to talk to you about nothing. So when you put in a competitive spirit like that, and that's all you have to play for is your pride. You're not getting paid. Your record is what you record. And like I said, we used to say in Pope quarters, you see a name, take a name. You got something.
What you used to say to that, man?
See a name, take a name in Pope quarters.
Where?
In Pope quarters.
That's his house.
Shout out Carter, Texas, man.
Yeah. But if you see a name, take a name. So if somebody has a name and they playing against you, it's your job to take their name tonight.
Yeah.
And they need to be talking about you the next week. And it's like a build up, so it's just different. It's just different, and I try to get used to it. But a true competitor, I don't know. Maybe I don't have that same sportsmanship. I don't know.
So how is y'all allowing high school to swap jerseys? How is that possible?
Man,
They got that many jerseys now?
I've been to some high school games, and I'm seeing kids just hanging out with each other, wanting to take pictures with their cousin. Their cousin play on the other team. They got family on the other side. We could be family when we get home,
Yeah.
but we ain't doing all that.
I am such a competitor, bro. I got a big brother. I am such a competitor, bro. And we compete now. We could be playing dominoes. Bro, I'm a competitor, man.
For real.
I'm gonna beat you, man. I can't be friends with you, man.
No, not right now. Not right now. But like I said, it's just different.
You got a little brother, so you understand. Hey, you got older cousins.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not doing that.
And a fight come with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Y'all too friendly, man. We ain't built like that, man.
Yeah, it's just different. I've never seen, because I'm in high school. I'm coach. I've been in high school for, at least about 10 years now, and I've never seen so many people take so many pictures hugging the opposing team. They all in their huddle. We trying to get back into the locker room. You wail over there. It just makes me. I don't know. It's just strange. It's different.
Like I never took a picture with my family in the stands.
Never.
Man, what? You finna get in the locker room? What?
We going straight to the locker room after the game.
Yeah.
These boys be hanging out in the middle of the field.
Yeah. Lights.
You got another question before we go to the next segment?
Man, I think he really about got it for me, man, and he done did a pretty good job to me, man. We can go and jump in the next segment, man.
Well, this was, I don't know if you tuned in to our my page. I mean our YouTube. This is what we give top dogs of the week. So it's the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? And we basically doing the football season. Basketball season stuff. We're gonna be doing the same thing. But who your top dog of the week?
For which sport?
Football. And if college, who gave who was the ultimate dude this week to you?
NFL.
In college, you played Notre Dame, Ohio State played. College, you had.
I think it's between Smith and Sawyer at Ohio State. Sawyer the defensive end, and Smith is just. To be a true freshman at 6'4", 220 pounds.
Oh, man, what?
Doing what he's doing. He's getting compared to Andre Johnson and Terrell Owens right now. As an 18-year-old, 19-year-old.
He NFL ready right now.
That's
right now.
He's giving Marvin Harrison Jr. type energy.
I think he's better than.
I think he could potentially be better. Just where he's at right now. So
did you see they had three
guys
defensive backs on this guy, bro? That's ridiculous.
You really got to put 4 on him in college because them guys ain't physical enough for him. You got to put what he did.
If you saw what he did to Oregon, you would respect that man.
You got to put a grown man in front of him.
He top 5. He top 5 when he come out. He top 5 when he come out.
Who was that when you was at TCU? Who was that guy to you on other teams? And what that's the one I wanted to ask you. What stadium was the worst to play in?
Laramie, Wyoming.
I don't know who that is. You know who that is?
That's the university. That's Wyoming. University of Wyoming.
Oh, I thought you gave me a name. That's okay.
Laramie is the city. Wyoming is the state.
Okay.
We stayed in I'm used to staying in Hiltons. I got used to staying in Hiltons when we travel with TCU.
It's nothing out there in Wyoming.
Laramie had a Motel 8. It had
not a Motel 6, a Motel 8.
Motel 8. We got so many rooms. We end up getting a smoker's room. There's little stains that be in the corner of the hotel. The sheets was dry, like you'd be itchy, and it was snowing. and the chicken was cold. The chicken was
The
fried.
chicken was cold,
The
man.
chicken was fried like it was ready, but when you bit, it was cold on the inside.
Have you ever played at Fort Bend?
This is in Arkansas.
No, this is Notre Dame. They say
Notre
that's
Dame.
when you go there, the bumps off you, it just do something to
Well, you
you.
know what? I would say Laramie, Wyoming, and then we played Air Force in November. It was -6 degrees and it was sleeting. I never.
And that stadium was probably rocking too, bro.
Yeah, yeah. They knew this was the opportunity to beat us because we had probably came from 50 some degrees in Texas weather, and it was -6 and it was sleeting. I've never played in a game that cold and sleeting. I couldn't
What was,
really see. I couldn't even really see.
what was the most electrifying stadium you played in?
Utah,
Utah?
Provo, Utah. Utah was ranked number 5, and we were ranked number 3. They tried to black it
You
out.
played against Alex Smith, huh?
Not Alex Smith. His name was Brian Johnson.
Okay. Yeah,
Brian Johnson, but
he a couple years after Alex Smith.
we played Utah. We played Utah twice, and we were both ranked inside the top 10. We played them at home in 2009. In 2009, we played them at home. We blew them out, and we played them in Utah at their place. It was a day game. They wore all black. We blew them out, but it was a hyped up game. The environment was great, but the game was quick.
I need to talk to your brother, man. I know that 12 man's man. That's what's up.
Hey, that's different. It's different.
Hey, say, man, we already locked in, Hack.
Yeah,
Right.
go ahead with your top dog.
Man,
Fight.
man, I got my top dog, man. I got Jaden Daniels, man. 21 for 31, 299, 330, 16 rushes, 51 yards. It's a lot of talk about the MVP between Josh Allen, which is my guy, and Lamar Jackson. Bruh, this kid, bro, he got to be in the top, man.
Nah, it's not even close.
Come on, man.
He gonna get offense. I mean, he gonna get offensive rookie of the year.
Say, the team cannot win. What? But before I go any further, Hag, I just want to ask you one question.
Uh huh.
3. I
Uh-huh.
love you, brother. I
Talk
want
to
to ask you one question. The MVP award, the most valuable player. That's the best player, right?
Right.
His team can't win without him.
Right. And Lamar. I mean, y'all beat Lamar, but look at the numbers, man. It's unheard of. This man has threw over 4,000 yards and almost ran for 1,000. That's ridiculous, man.
We gotta take that.
It's all about the numbers, man. It ain't about the
I guess
win.
you're right. So I guess you're right, Hag. It's about numbers because
Because it's an individual award.
It's
not
an
a team
individual
award.
award. You right. You right. It's an individual award. And cause I say like I'm really upset about that because I'm more push for Josh.
But I think they gonna give it to Josh because he did beat him, and they ain't gonna get a man back-to-back MVPs. That's unheard of.
Yeah.
He gonna win it by default.
Yeah.
But if Josh going to Kansas City and fold, you got to give it to Lamar.
They not, bro. They not gonna give it back-to-back.
I understand that too.
It'll shock me if they do.
Yeah.
I understand that too. Offensive player, man, Saquon Barkley, those two could have interchanged. Saquon had 26, 205, 2 tutties. My defensive player, man, was a guy from the Redskins, man. Mike Shanstreet. I ain't sure I'm pronouncing his name right. I'm educated, but not that educated. But I can tell you this: he had 3 solo tackles, 1 assist, 2 pass deflection, and 2 interceptions. and
Right.
that helped this team win.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Man, we got the same list besides the defensive players. I went with your Bills, Terrell Bernard, man.
Yeah, he had a good game.
That peanut knockout, man. That changed the whole dynamic of the game. So I gave it to him. That's how you step up. And then you know what I'm saying. I got the mutt of the litter. We got Jared Goff, man. He went 23 for 40, 313, one interception, three ints, man.
Hey, say, man,
I seen the
I
meme.
left my butt off. I
I
forgot.
seen the meme. They took them boy.
Hey,
Detroit
AJ
wore the
Brown.
Cartier. They took the Cartier and said, "Give me them Cartiers back, man." That's
AJ
cold, man.
Brown, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
man. How you not
AJ
show up, man?
Brown, AJ Brown, you calling for the ball, kid. You basically call your quarterback out and say, the passing game. He throw the ball to you 7 times, and you can't catch it 3, 3.5, 4.
It had to been that cold weather. That ball felt like a brick.
Hey, say, bro, you getting paid. You got a job to do.
My coach, I gave it to Dan Quinn, man. He got them Commanders rolling, man.
Man, I'm so happy for
If
him.
you don't get coach of the year, I'm gonna be surprised.
I'm so happy for him, man. I'm mad at Jerry for letting that man go.
Yeah,
Oh, you a
man.
Cowboy fan too?
I was when Dan was there.
Oh,
What you mean, man? This is for life, man. We don't just hop on this for life, man. We gotta rock out, man.
Jerry like a wild girlfriend.
So who you wanted to be the
What do you
Jerry like a wild girlfriend. You think she doing good sometime, and next thing you know, she done went off the world.
man? He do it, man. So who you want? Who you think should be the coach, man?
No, I think it should be Dan Quinn.
I'm talking about now since we looking for a coach. Who you think now?
I ain't worried about the coach. I'm worried about the owner.
Hey man, he dropped the ball on Aaron Glenn. So as soon as he interviewed him, he should have paid him.
Yeah, but
You know what they need. They need discipline and defense.
he gonna get some. That's what Dan Quinn had.
Yeah, we ain't gonna have no black coach, man.
Well, he just looking for a placeholder. It is what it is.
Yep.
He's looking for a placeholder.
We got the Eagles versus the Commanders. Who you got?
I want Jaden to get in. I want Jaden to go as far as he can go, man. I'm going with Washington.
Oh, okay. What's up? JD5? Mr.
Man, shout out
MVP?
Channelview, man. Shout out Channelview, Texas, man. Shout out
Oh,
Channelview.
man. Come on. You
Shout out Channelview,
you just hyping up JD5.
I am. I'm hyping him up, but man, shout out Channelview, man.
Man,
Shout out Channelview, bro. I've been pulling
know-
the man. The kid, look, man, you see it, man. Come on, man. You see it, man. He an Alabama product too, even though he transferred, man. Shout out Channelview. Come on, Hurt.
I'm riding with JD5, man. I'm gonna stick by your MVP, man. I stuck it up, man. I went 1 for 4?
Man,
Last
we
week?
all did.
Nah, you went like 2 for 4.
Yeah, because I got my bills, of course.
Yeah. Chief versus Bills. Who you got?
You got to be asking him. I know you ain't talking to me.
Why? Well, tell me why. Why do you think they're gonna win then?
Man, if again I say, bro, I think we beat the Ravens because of our run game, not how much and how far we ran, how we ran the ball for first down, moving the chains, staying on time.
Y'all ain't gonna have that mafia behind you this week.
You say what?
Y'all ain't gonna have the Bills mafia with y'all this week.
Oh man, we travel well, baby.
You know they gonna have them Zebras over there in the Kingdom.
Hey, say man, I really, hey, they do play a factor.
Hey, they got them Zebras, Lions, Tigers, everything over there. I ain't never been against Mahomes, man. I just can't do it.
It's hard to bet against.
Hey, it's like
man,
it's like betting against Brady. It's almost like betting against Brady at this point.
It's not like almost. It's like betting against Brady. But
Yeah.
man, what kind of fan would I be, bro?
And I'm gonna tell you this, man. In just my opinion, this is the worst Chiefs team I've ever seen.
And they and getting it done.
Bad.
This
Bad.
this is the worst Chiefs team I've ever seen. Can't throw the ball down the field to save their life.
And man, they always seem to find the ball bounce their way. It ain't always the officials sometimes.
How was Travis Kelce so wide open though the whole game?
Hey man, that's what I'm saying.
I don't understand that.
I say, man, look, bro. If I'm scheming against Cubs, hey, I'm bracketing him. He ain't going nowhere without two guys like him.
He damn gonna get the ball 50% of the time when it's a pass or play.
I say, Jason, you a defensive coordinator, DB coach. How do you guard that?
Get him off the spot. Get him off the spot.
Making work for everything.
The biggest thing is,
It's a mismatch.
the biggest thing, I see, Mahomes is getting hit a lot. Send more than they can pick up. You're gonna have to take some gambles, but they're not throwing the ball down the field. So in just my opinion, I'm forcing the ball down the field. You don't have Cheetah no more. Hopkins is not really running down the field that much. They really dinking and dunking too much. Make him hold on to the ball. Make him hold on to the ball longer. Make him take a pump fake. He cannot just catch and throw. And you got to tackle well. You got to tackle well in space.
I ain't no DC or nothing, and this just my thing. You can kind of handle him when they line him up tight. Cause you can put a DN out over him. Kind of bump him, kind of extend their route, make him work a little hard in his route. So when you line them up in the slot or you line them up on the outside, how do you do that?
With Kelsey, you just got to be more physical. He's not going to outrun you. He's going to try to box you out like a center. So you got to understand. You got to play to your strengths. Get your body in position. It's like a post trying to catch you down low. You got to stay busy. You got to stay active. You got to stay moving. He ain't going to outrun you. You know what I'm saying? So you need to really get in those spots, sit underneath. You know what I'm saying? And just, disguise whatever you're doing and just make him hold on to the ball. Because, Pat, he's struggling. He's been injured. He's had ankle injuries. He's running, whatnot. Stay in your rush lanes and play well as a team. Do them just like they was doing Lamar whenever they, don't run too far. Stay in your rush lanes and send some heat.
Easy answer. You take away your underneath guy. As far as Kelsey,
yeah,
you take away that if he line up in the slot and whatever we got, say I need you to be underneath, give him the over top. You got some help.
Yeah, be aggressive.
Yeah. Take away the in breaking routes and the out breaking routes. Beat me over the top.
Yep.
Make him make that shallow dig, a deep dig, or a deep out.
Make him hold on to a little bit longer.
Right. Most definitely.
Man, Coach Teague, man, I appreciate everything you have done, man. Can you give me your last word? We're finna get up out of here, man.
Give you my last what?
Word. You got any last words?
No, not really, man. Just, keep doing what you guys are doing. Keep reaching out. I know a lot of people, appreciate the opportunity to get to tell a story, share it with you guys, and just keep stacking it, man. Keep stacking these videos, and it'll be good.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's get it.